Musical Theater Southwest has a monster on its hands this fall, literally. Here to explain, director Laura Cummings-Wright. Laura, so good to see you this morning. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you for having me. I'm excited to be here.
And you guys are putting together a show that I was having a little trouble describing it. It's like one part gore, one part comedy, one part music, plus chainsaws and demons. So you've really hit on all the demographics, all the major food groups.
Absolutely.
Tell us about Evil Dead, the musical. This sounds like a hoot.
You nailed it.
Yeah? All right,
that was
good.
a perfect description, and that lead-in song could not be more appropriate. That was great. Evil Dead, the musical. It's based off of the 80s movies. So there was the first Evil Dead 2, and then early 90s came Army of Darkness. So the musical pulls from each one of the movies.
Mhm.
So if you know the movies, yes, come see the show because it's the same storyline. It's basically, we've got some college students on the way to a cabin in the woods.
Oh, the old cabin in the woods.
What's more horror movie than that, right?
That's right.
And they get caught up in all kinds of craziness. So they find the Book of the Dead. People start turning into Kandarian demons. So there's a lot of campiness in this show. I think the big message for me has been, again, if you've seen the movies, it's not scary by any means. When you start to hear chainsaws and demons and things like that, it can come across as maybe it's going to be scary.
Mhm.
It's not. It's super campy, comedy, upbeat, fun.
Well, it might explain why I miss some of those movies because I am not into, like the horror movie genre at all. But it sounds to me like you don't necessarily have to have seen the movies in order to get in on the campy fun.
Absolutely. That's true too. Yes. If you're looking for something fun to do during Halloween time, during
Yeah.
October, because it runs all of October. Yeah, that's one of those holidays that people are looking for things to do. This is the perfect option to come see the show. We have, different options for where you can sit when you view it.
Oh, explain that one.
Absolutely. So we will have, your general seating area where you don't have to worry about any extras, let's just say.
Mhm.
We'll have a VIP experience where you get to sit in your own version of a cabin in the woods. A little upscale. Well, I say upscale. It'll be like couches, things like that. Some fun amenities.
That's
come with it.
upscale for theater, though.
Exactly.
Live theater, definitely upscale.
And then the most famous, the splash zone or splatter zone. The
Excuse me, can we back up to what you're splattering?
Exactly. It's fake blood.
Okay. Okay.
Yes, the show, the musical itself is known for having a splash or splatter zone. It played for a long time in Vegas. It's been on tour, and that's one of the highlights for people that are very into the cult classic feel of the
Mhm.
movie and the show. It's well known, so those audience members can expect to leave with some splatter on them. We'll just
Do you need to
say.
bring your own splatter ensemble to protect yourself, or are splatter, tarps provided?
Yes, that is a good question. I would say be prepared for it. We are going to be giving Evil Dead shirts to those that are in that splash zone. They're white, of course, so that
Naturally.
you can leave with the ultimate experience of, the red
All
over.
across your chest.
Yes, and this theater, it's a smaller space, but it's perfect for this show, that intimate feel. So, those folks in that zone can expect to get wet, we'll just say.
How much artificial blood you planning on going through in the run of the show?
Well, to give you an idea, we are currently collecting igloo coolers to store it all. So there will probably be at least one of those that we go through a night. Again, I don't want to scare off all audience members that would prefer to not maybe be in that immersive experience, but you'll have options. And again, that's what the show's known for. So we hope that some people will want to experience that as well.
Now, is this the first time that Albuquerque has had an opportunity to experience Evil Dead, the musical?
It is. This is the New Mexico premiere of Evil Dead, the musical. And, I put in to direct it over a year ago. I thought, I love this show so much. I saw it live in Vegas and thought, what a cool thing to bring to New Mexico. And I was just blessed with, getting the gig and being able to direct it. And I'm excited for Albuquerque and also for Musical Theater Southwest. I hope this does great things for them at the box office.
Well, and I mean, it's a big one. It's a blockbuster, and getting all of your actors in line to be in this demon killing, chainsaw wielding musical. I mean, there is music.
Oh, yes.
It's not just set to chainsaws. So let's talk about the music.
The music, again, it's so brilliantly written for the show. That can be a challenge when you're taking on and creating a musical that was originally a movie that didn't have music. It can either work great or just fall apart.
Or just be too cheesy and stupid.
Yes. This one, the good thing, I'm glad you said what you said. The cheesy and campy is what makes this show, and the music follows suit. It's perfectly done. The choreography that you'll see, follows the storyline perfectly. I wouldn't say there's any one style of music. It's kind of pop-ish type of driven music. But the music is actually what makes the show even more hilarious, I think. So yeah.
And I mean, mixing it all together, how is that for you as a director? You said you were really looking forward to doing this show. Is it just because they're having so doggone much fun up on stage?
Yes. And exactly.
Short answer, yes.
It's one of those shows where I thought, I would love to be in the show myself, but let's be honest, it's based on college age kids, so I'm a little bit old. So I thought,
It's a little out of your demographic.
Because everything that I love is in this show. I love Halloween. I love the horror vibe, but I'm also very much into the comedy campy. A lot of the shows I've directed along the way have involved that. So being able to help create that comedic and campy feel for theater is a highlight for me.
Yeah.
I absolutely love it. This cast is taking it to whole new levels, and it's just a really fun night at the theater. I think audiences are going to walk away and be giggling, be wondering kind of what the heck just happened in the best way possible.
Yeah. And be
Very different.
unable to describe what happened
Exactly.
to their friends, but all they can just say is, "You got to see it." Yeah. It's one of those shows you just have to.
For sure. And musicals, I mean, musicals are my thing. I love them. I love to direct them, be in them, and again, being able to bring all these pieces together in a show, having the music portion, but also, the Halloween horror vibe, it bodes well for me, for the show, for the cast, for everyone. So
Well, and it sounds like you surfed that vibe pretty well. When we first started out, I was like, I'm not much into the goriness." And I mean, you don't necessarily have to be into gore in order to really enjoy this show from the sounds of things. Talk a little bit about that.
yes, yes, we have to put the content disclaimer on there that there is
Yeah.
gore, but it's funny gore, if that can be a thing. It's so over the top how we do it. For example, the lead character of Ash. It's no secret that the whole theme of the story is his hand gets possessed and he ends up taking it off with a chainsaw. And later on in the show, for the stump that is his hand, he ends up putting a chainsaw on it so that becomes his second hand.
See? And it all makes sense.
I mean, it does,
within the
right?
context of Evil Dead.
And his hand that he's chopped off keeps showing up in the show, coming at him, coming at other people in the show. So, it has like that Thing vibe, from Addams Family.
Oh, yeah.
It's funny. It's very funny. So when we say gore, it's fake blood. It's over the top. Again, not scary at all. It's just hilarious.
And I mean, that appeals to a much wider audience because I mean, there are certainly folks that love the gory for the sake of gory, but the gory for the sake of comedy, that puts it on a different stage, doesn't it?
Exactly. Yeah, this isn't like your haunted house, vibe, which, I can also appreciate if that's your thing and you want to do that. No, this is a definitely a fun night at the theater.
And it sounds too like this is going to be a pretty hot ticket. You're doing it the month of October, basically.
Yes.
And how can folks get information, get their tickets early? Because you want to be in that splatter zone if that's what you like.
Yes. It runs October 3rd through the 26th at Musical Theater Southwest, which mtsabq.org is where you can find those tickets. We've already sold tickets to every performance, which is exciting. Traditionally in New Mexico, people will wait a little bit longer before they buy, their tickets to
Yeah.
events. I wouldn't suggest that this time. It's a smaller theater. It holds 100 people.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So, and we have currently 12 performances, hoping to add some additional ones if we start to sell out. But yeah, if you're looking for something to do or thinking ahead to October and that Halloween time, definitely jump in and grab those tickets.
Well, and especially, I mean, everybody is always looking for something other than balloons to do in October
Yeah.
because, everybody comes to visit in October. This sounds like the perfect thing to go out and do with the family.
I agree.
Oh, at least the grown-up family. How grown up should you be
I'm
to
glad you
handle
asked.
this?
Yeah, I would suggest probably 16 or older, and even at that, if you're 16 to 18, maybe with a parent or or at least have approval from a parent. There's coarse language and things of that nature within the show, so definitely want to make sure that it's appropriate for
Yeah.
everyone that comes.
Gotcha. Okay, mtsabq.org, the place
Yes.
to go? Excellent. Anything else people should know before they make their journey into the Evil Dead?
Just, we appreciate all of our community and people coming to support live theater. It's so important, and we've got lots of live theaters around town, and just want to be that voice of appreciation for everybody that comes out. And again, the support for MTS, I think, would be super valuable right now during this time. So, yeah, I hope everybody will come out and see Evil Dead the musical.
It sounds like so much fun and gory too.
Yes, it's fun gore, I promise.
Director Laura Cummings-Wright, Evil Dead the musical. She is the director of that new show, October 3rd through the 26th. And if you want to get more information, mtsabq.org is the place to go. Laura, thank you so much for finding your way through the maze and being with us here in studio.
You're welcome, and thank you for having me.
Oh, you bet. Coming up next.